Hello, everybody. It is now week 10. We are in double digits. All right, so this is the week we close out the Victorian period. So bear in mind that we have not only the reading this week, but we also have the Victorian exam. Remember, I don't reopen weekly quizzes. I leave the Dropbox for the essays open all semester long until the very end. But I don't reopen the weekly quizzes, so you want to take that. You also want to take that Victorian exam as well. I have a study guide in there for you, so you can look at that study guide and review what you need to review. There are all those slideshows in the folders, and then, of course, there are whatever comments I made on your weekly postings, as you can look at that. And I believe you should be able to go back into the quizzes and look at the answers there. So, same setup. There's going to be some general questions, and then there's going to be some quotations. The quotations are long, and usually there's a key word or phrase in that quotation that should give you the right answer. So bear that in mind as you look through it. All right, this week is The Man Who Would Be King. It is by far the longest reading of the semester. Nothing else we're going to read this semester comes close to it. But it is a really good reading because, first of all, it's a very entertaining story. Second, and I believe that this is the only question that's available on your posting, is what Daniel and Peachy do in the story mirrors what Britain did to conquer places like India. So the story takes place in Kafiristan, which is somewhere near Afghanistan, somewhere in that area. And these two ne'er-do-wells come in, and they have a little bit of Masonic training. But they come in and they say, you know what? We're losers now, but we are going to rule Kafiristan. We will be kings. And they take out a quote-unquote contract, which forbids booze and women. And they go off, and lo and behold, wouldn't you know it, they, according to Peachy, they managed to do it. They managed to become kings of Kafiristan. And their methods for doing so are very similar to what the British did to conquer some of the countries that they claimed dominion over. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the Masonic stuff. Pay attention to the methods by which they conquer the tribes one by one and unite them into one big nation. And then take a note of what causes their downfall. What is it that happens that causes them to fall and no longer be king? So pay attention to those things. Do well on the exam. And if you're playing your March Madness, I hope your bracket looks a lot better than mine, because right now, about all I can do with my bracket is blow my nose in it. So anyway, I hope you're doing better on that too. So have a great week. We're finishing up the Victorian. We'll start with the 20th century next week. And remember, if you have any questions or anything, just send me an email.